What's up, nerds? I hope that all of you are having a happy whatever day it is, wherever it is that you are having your day. This fortnight on Project Nerdy, we are talking on the topic of the fantasy genre. Did I English? I think I did. So I want to talk about an author that I am enjoying and want to read more of his works, and that is Kenneth Oppel. I shared with you guys last fortnight that I was just finishing Such Wicked Intent, and I am in the middle of this Dark Endeavor, which is the prequel to that book. They're both about a young Victor Frankenstein and his twin brother, so they're really interesting in that sort of like behind the story, before the story way. Kenneth Oppel does a really good job of that thing where he like weaves in seeds and you're like, oh, I see where that led to this other story that Mary Shelley wrote like forever ago. I would also recommend his Silverwing trilogy, for which he has won some honors. Actually, I was just reading in the back of the dust jacket. The first book, Airborne, won a Michael L. Prince Honor Book Award and the Canadian Governor General's Literary Award for Children's Literature. That's a mouthful. I'm not sure what that's about. The sequel, Skybreaker, was a New York Times bestseller, and I know the third book, Star Climber, is also very good, so I would highly recommend those. Those are the only books of his that I've read, so as far as the rest of his body of work, couldn't really tell you. I do want to go back and reread the Silverwing trilogy, not just because I love it, but because it's been a while since I've read it, and I want to reread it from the perspective of the feminist opinions that I have now, because I feel like the female protagonist in those books is a really strong character and has her own life outside of the male protagonist. What makes me say that is I remember reading that series and not liking her in parts because of some of the things that she did and said. And in retrospect, I think it was because I was being a little sexist at the time. So yeah, that's about it for me on the topic of fantasy. It's a broad topic, so I'm excited to see what everyone else has to say this fortnight. Definitely stick around for that. So, you know, that's a thing. So yeah, my question for all of you guys this fortnight is, what is a fantasy book that you have read or are reading that you would recommend? Let us know in the comments, because I know I will always take recommendations, even if I don't have time to read all of them. And my nerdy pleasure this fortnight is several-fold. There are new episodes of Baby Daddy and Young and Hungry on Netflix, so we've been binging those at my house. I also worked up this hat that I'm wearing right now, which I love. It is alpaca. It's the alpaca that I bought in Colorado on my vacation, and I worked in a stripe of this color-changing yarn that like turns blue when it is hit with the sunlight, UV sunlightness. And I can already tell you it looks amazing. All of you have a fantastic day. Peace and blessings, DFTBA, and Holly. I'll see you on Wednesday, girl. Bye, guys.